Cheerful Hearts Foundation was founded in 2008 as a means to be able to eliminate child labor and trafficking in especially three fishing communities in Ghana, namely Senya, Fete, and Yenyano. Personally, growing up, I had experienced a lot of child abuse, and especially when my late father, who was more rich, died in the 90s, and my mom and my three other siblings were denied the right to inherit our father's business. So we kind of became like poor overnight, and it was just we being fortunate because our dad was very generous. That is why people were able to support us to be able to go to school. And coming from that experience, I'm more passionate about having a positive impact or positive influence in the lives of children who do not have the same opportunities. That is why this foundation was established in the first place to be able to address the issues of child labor and trafficking. The question is, why child labor and trafficking? Why is it very necessary? Because children are not having the opportunity to be able to go to school because they are working on the sea day and night. Some of them have to go several hours, and some of them also have to go for days before they come back. Fishermen think that the children are more smallish, and so when fishing nets get entangled under the water or the sea, the children have to dive and go and disentangle these fishing nets. In the course of this process, there have been several children reported in this community, and I've witnessed some of them die from the process. Some of them have bruises on their skin, others are being beaten by the fishermen with the paddles. They have lots of injuries. Some of them have like bilharzia, which is like basically urinating blood, which is one of the bad health implications on these children. If you go to the shore to see some of this, it's really sad, and that is one of the reasons why we think it would be best to be able to support children like this. We also have like a youth development center where we train young girls to be able to learn some trade or entrepreneurial skills in beads making, sewing, and creative arts. That way they can, it's not only about making the business, but also can keep them away from teenage pregnancy because they don't have the means to be able to take good care of their children. And that actually has been one of the root causes of child trafficking, because if young girls give birth and they don't have the money, then it's easier for traffickers to give them a little bit of money and take their children away. So this is a number of problems. That is the reason why we as a foundation are working to address this issue. I would say we've supported or rescued hundreds of children, but out of the ones that we have supported or rescued, we currently have 45 children who are on a full scholarship program, where we pay for their school fees, their school uniforms. Some of them get lunch so that they'll be able to stay in school. I can talk about one of our most successful stories. Emmanuel, who was supported in 2011, was working with his father in the farm to uproot tree stumps, and that prevented him from going to school. Even though Emmanuel is a very brilliant child, he had to skip school because of poverty or because he's involved in labor. Currently, Emmanuel has graduated from the high school pursuing science, and his dream is to become a medical doctor. And I strongly believe that Emmanuel will become one of the great leaders in this community to bring back support back into his community. So
my name is Emmanuel, and I am 21 years of age. I come from Ghanaian in the central region of Ghana. I am born into a family of 5. I have 2 siblings. One has completed junior high school, and I have also completed senior high school, and one is also in primary 3. And life before Cheerful Hearts Foundation came to sponsor me was very difficult. I used to help my father in his farm, and sometimes weed other people's farm in order to get money before I go to school. Sometimes I feel very bad whenever I'm going to farm, because seeing my friends going to the classroom to study, whilst I go to the farm to work was something very difficult for me, which gradually led me to go down academically. As a result of that also, I had a lot of sicknesses. Sometimes I have to be in bed for a long time before I sometimes get up to continue with my education. Which means when there is no money, I don't have to go to school. I have to stay back home and then continue to help my parents until we get something to pay my school fees for me. And sometimes get some to buy food to eat. The act of helping my father continued for a long time. It continued until I became 16 years before Cheerful Hearts Foundation came to listen to my story and then offered to sponsor my education for me. And in lieu of this, they bought textbooks for me, exercise books and notebooks, pens and pencils in order to help me stay focused with my studies. So gradually I picked up, and then at the end of the day became one of the best students in Ebenezer Memorial School. I want to study and then become a medical doctor. As a result of this, I offered general science in the senior high school, which includes my electives such as elective mathematics, biology, chemistry, and then physics, which I think will propel me to get more information about the career I want to pursue in the near future, in order to become a doctor to help save more lives in this community. But I think Cheerful Hearts Foundation is doing its best to save or rescue more children. But I think individuals out there too who have the means can also contribute their quota to help save such children, because the act of child labor and child trafficking is very rapid in this country, especially in this community. So I think when we help save the children, you also help save the world at large. Thank you very much.